What's up, guys? Today we're playing Epic 7, and today we're going to announce the winner of the Name My Hero contest. We got a lot of interesting entries, and I'm going to show you my favorites today, starting with the honorable mention. The honorable mention is Mushi Master. This one made me laugh, but I cannot name my hero this for a very funny reason. Some of you might not be familiar with the term mushi, and I'm not sure it's very commonly said. And I don't know how you heard it, but when I was a kid, my mom wanted to have like the sex talk, and she explained girls with the term mushi, for their parts. So now when I hear it, I think of my mom, and yes, I cannot use this. It was a tragic experience, but this made me laugh when I saw it. So thank you for that. Let's go on to the top three. In third place, we have F2P Endgamer. This one was a good entry. Second place, we have Noob 2 Awesome. I like this one a lot as well, and they were good entries into the contest. The winner is going to be Amazingly Noobish to Endgamer with the acronym ANTEG. I like this one a lot, and I think it hits perfectly. Thank you to everyone who entered the contest. We will have more contests in the future for subscribers, and we'll have fun hanging out together, including giving away this account. Don't forget about that. Now, today, what we're going to do is I'm going to help you fast track some very important achievements. So let's go ahead and look at the achievements first. It has to do with artifacts. It is down, I think, in the Merchant Union. It's going to be at the bottom. We're going to be enhancing artifacts and also enhance artifact skills. This one occurs anytime you hit to 3, 6, 9, and so on, and that skill level goes up. The enhance artifact hits every single time you put something in, even if it's multiples within the same enchantment. So you don't have to do them one at a time, you can do multiple, and we are going to fast track these today. So let's talk about how we're going to do that. We're going to go into our shop, and we're going to go into our friend shop, and we're going to have these friend bookmarks. As you've been playing, you've been getting friendship points. You have to go in and use your friends or, whoever as a supporter. You get these friendship points. You also get friendship points when they use you, and we're going to buy the 50 bookmarks here. Now, what I like to do is I like to leave at least 100. So we have 17,600. 17,500 is good. Let's go ahead and we are going to buy those. Next, we're going to go into our summons, and now we're going to start to use them as well. Just for you, let's start with a Covenant. Let's do that. Hopefully we get something here. Do we? We don't. We get Sonya. No plans to use Sonya, but I am keeping a copy, and this one's going to be an imprint for me. So let's go ahead. We're going to go into the Friendship Summon and get this party started. When you click on the Friendship Summon, you're going to get 2-star monsters. You're also going to be getting all of these artifacts. So this is what we want. We want these artifacts, right? The 2-star monsters, you can choose now to release them, or you can choose to level them up and release them, depending on, what your strategy is and how involved you want to get. But for right now, we're just going to go ahead and do a whole bunch of summons here. Very nice. We fill the artifact journal. We're also going to be filling the monster journal here as we get some of these that we haven't seen before. Not sure how many. Oh, there's the monster journal. Very nice. We're just going to keep going, and now we've reached the end of our artifact limit. Now that we have a full inventory of artifacts, let's talk about what to do with them. So first of all, I have my usual default to grade, and we are going to just click the down arrow, and we're going to see that we have all of these 1-star artifacts. So let's go ahead and open one up, and we are going to put 2 1-star artifacts into it. So I'm leveling a 1-star with 2 1-stars. This is going to give me a +2 to the artifact enhance, and then it's also going to give me an artifact skill because we have a +3. There we go. Now here's what I want to do. I want to go in and I want to pick a brand new level 1-star artifact. This one has no enhancements to it, and I want to choose the 3-star artifact that we just made. This is going to give us a 1 enhance, and it automatically takes it to a +3, and that's going to give us another enhance and another skill. And we're just going to keep doing this. So we're going to take the 1-star, and then we're going to use level 3. It's going to do this every single time, which is really nice. Over and over and over again, we are just going to use up this 1-star item. As long as you use a 1-star on a 1-star, then you should be fine. And there we go. So now we see number 5 and enhance your artifact skills. As we do this, we're going to be able to constantly come in and fast track these achievements. Once you'll see that this is going to give you some really good stuff, right? We're going to be able to get a ton of these silver transmit stones as we're enhancing these artifact skills. Very, very awesome. Now you can do this naturally, but why not front load it? Every 10 times you'll get 8 of these silver transmit stones, and you can do it over and over and over again. It's really actually kind of awesome. And this is what I'm going to do to really fast track that achievement. Now, if we go in and we look at our 2-star here, and we try and enhance it with a 1-star, you see that we're not getting to that +3. So what we want to do is we want to have a 1-star that we can utilize to do more 1-stars, just like this. And then we want to have a separate 2-star to now come in and do the 2-star in the exact same way. I think it's going to take 3 here. Let's see. It is. Let's go ahead. We'll do one more. Why not? Now I come in and I'm going to take this 2-star and I'm going to enhance with the other 2-star, and that's going to transfer over all of that experience and everything and give us that skill up that we're really looking for. Now, in this case, I got a good or a great multiple times. Don't worry about that. We only want it to go to a +3. If it goes to a +5 or a +6, then that's all good. All we needed to do is do a +3, and we're going to go ahead and be able to take advantage. Now, this went to a +6 here, which means I got 2 skill ups, right? I went from the first one all the way to the next one, and that is pretty awesome. Every time you get a good or a great, that will happen. But as you see, I put that level 6 into a blank one, and it only went till number 5 and number 4. It will always go at least to 3, but you'll need to have multiple good or great success chance to be able to jump up to 6 like we did before. And there we go. We're just going to keep going until we either one, we run out of friendship points, or two, we finish all of the achievements. And now we have just a ton of those silver transmit stones and also the reputation. So now we can further move along in that story and get passive rewards. Today, we're also going to be talking about what to do with your artifacts. By now, you've probably got quite a lot. I am not going to be increasing my storage. If I do, I'm not going to go past 150 for sure. So, what do you do with these artifacts as you get them? Well, what I want to do is every 4 and 5-star artifact, I want to keep 2 copies of it. That way, I have one to use on a hero I'm using now, and also a spare to use on a future hero that I might pull if I get lucky. So a good example is Water's Origin. This is my Doris artifact. I'm going to be using this on Doris, but what if I pull someone like Ruel of Light? And then I want to use Water's Origin on her. Well, you have to have more than one copy, That way you can utilize them right away. You don't want to get into a situation where you get a hero and you have to switch artifacts back and forth, or you have to wait to pull that artifact so that you can utilize them kind of the way they were intended or the way that you want. If we look at the mages, I have two Caladras. This is a good damage artifact, quite a lot of very good mage artifacts, especially Tagahel's Ancient Book. As you go through the game, you're going to want as many max copies of Tagahel's Ancient Book as possible. But for most artifacts, you're only going to have maybe one, two, three maxed copies. I have two Sachet Attains. I'm only really going to keep one, but for right now, I'm going to keep two onto these into my inventory. Aaliyah's Knife, two is a very good one here. Dust Devil, you probably want two or three at least. When we come into the night artifacts, Steadfast Gatekeeper and Hildag Lance, I'm only keeping one max copy of each one of these. Aureus, you can never have enough Aureus. I'll probably end up with four max copies, to be honest. And the warrior artifacts, the Hellcutter is something that people really like to use, and having two of these will be great as well. And that brings us to what to do with your 3-star artifacts. Daydream Joker is a very important artifact for hunts and also in Abyss. You're going to get 3 max copies from the game as you go through and you do the hunt quests. So that means you'll get 6 Daydream Jokers from Wyvern, 6 from Banshee, and 6 from Golem. That'll be 3. I want at least one more. That'll give me 4. And that way I can keep this artifact on certain heroes without having to switch them back and forth. So that's why you see I have one copy here, and this one is going to be a future max copy. We also have Exorcist Tonfa. Now, Exorcist Tonfa, if you are a late gamer, you've been playing for a while, you're probably using Portrait of the Saviors. But for new players, you want at least 3 max copies of Exorcist Tonfa. This is going to give you 15% additional damage when you're hitting targets above 50% HP. Very, very important PvP artifact that's going to help you do a lot of damage. So I want 3 max copies of this, and we're going to utilize these on a lot of heroes, just a ton of heroes. As we move down, we don't want any of these other ones until we get to Prophetic Candlestick. Now, I want to keep one max copy of this one as sort of a meme. It's kind of fun to use, and you might have a good time in PvP by putting on Prophetic Candlestick. So I'm keeping one copy of this just for fun. Everything else we're going to be getting rid of. So what happens when we get rid of something? If you come in and click arrange and then click to sell, you're going to be getting 1 powder and 2,000 of this gold. Now, if we come in and we click enhance, and I put down 2 copies here, let's go 3 copies. So we have the original and we use 3 to enhance. Now when I go to sell this, I'm going to be getting 4. So the game remembers that you have different copies into your main copy. You don't lose any dust. And you get 2,000 gold per copy, so you don't lose that gold that you would have gotten from selling. You do lose the gold that you use to enhance it, though. So this is something that you can choose to do or not do before you let them go. But all of these 3-star artifacts, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sell, get the powder, and the powder is going to help us in a different way. When we come into our shop here,
Welcome.
and go to the Powder of Knowledge shop, we're going to be able to utilize this powder now to buy artifacts that we need. The Bottle of Knowledge is very important. This is a chance for you to limit break one time any starting 5-star artifact, including collaboration and limited artifacts. So you want to have this every single month before the timer runs out. Make sure that you buy this. I think it refreshes like every 40 or 45 days. It doesn't refresh on the calendar month. So make sure you keep ahead of this timer. Now, as we move down, let's first talk about the top ones. These 2 top ones are for whatever banner is currently in your summoning pool. So this will change, and you see 240 as well. Now, the regular reoccurring ones that change every 40 or 45 days, they're going to be down here. And you're going to have 4 5-star artifacts and then 4 4-star artifacts. In my opinion, using the powder, you should only be using this to get 1 copy of select artifacts that you really need to utilize on a hero, and maybe you haven't pulled yet. Things like Durandals, things like Sigurd's Scythe. These are very, very good artifacts that you want for certain heroes, and you might not have pulled them yet, you might not have gotten them. So come in and get 1 copy from the Powder of Knowledge shop. In my opinion, I would not use the Powder of Knowledge for any of the 4-star artifacts or for any of the charms. We're going to get these charms from our guild shop. We're also going to be getting them from the Transmit Stone shop. And as we're power leveling our Transmit Stones, now we can come in and also start to buy out these charms. You don't want to buy anything else except for the things that I have listed here. So again, for the gold stones, we're always going to buy the Galaxy bookmarks. Every single week, we're going to buy Molagora. I buy the Greater Spirit Bloom. Everyone in the game should be buying this equipment conversion chest. And then I'm also going to be buying these lesser and greater charms here. You will never have enough artifact charms, even if you're just leveling to plus 15. So you want to make sure that we come in and we get these every single week, because they're really going to help you as you go forward in the game to now be enhanced and to do a lot more with what the game has given you. Now, while we're at it, let's come in and we are going to do a Moonlight Summon. Let's do a warm-up one. Can I do a warm-up Covenant? I know I did one already, but I might need another warm-up. We do get a Spark. Who's it going to be? It's an artifact. Okay. Wondrous Potion Vial. Very nice. I do like Wondrous Potion. I use it on Tamarin quite a lot. And just like we talked about, I want to keep 2 copies locked down. And then my next copy, I'm going to start to limit break this one here. But let's do the Moonlight. We're going to get a Spark, right? We're going to get a Spark, right? Right? No. Okay. Can I get Camilla?
The spear is my passion, my specialty, my life. If there's anything you need, feel free to ask.
Okay, we got Ricorus. Ricorus has a specialty change. He's not widely used. He's a specialist into dark units after a specialty change. There are some people out there using him in PvE, not a hero that I want to use. You can't really utilize him into the expedition because they punish you for using light heroes. So even though he specializes against dark, I can't use him for the Dark Expo, which makes no sense at all, and we don't need him for A13, so unfortunately we don't really have a place for Ricorus. Don't forget, we're still in the summer session, and we're still going to be waiting for an epic pass with a skin, with a summer skin that you might want, but also we're going to be going into the new summer units that are going to be released. I'm really excited for them. I'm going to spend a little bit of time stocking up onto Covenant bookmarks to make sure that I have enough to be able to summon whatever unit there is. I also have targeted Tamarin and Crow because those are 2 of my favorite heroes in the game, and so we're going to be looking forward to their banners coming up. Right now we're in the Garo secret shop, and what we want to do here is we want to be able to level him up. As we see, I think that we're on shop 7. It goes to shop 13 all the way at the bottom here. This is a long list. We have currency 19% with a 0.65% chance for Covenant Bookmark and 0.16% on a Mystic Metal. Now it does not go up depending on when you level it, but as you level the Garo Secret Shop, now we can get into level 70 equipment. Also, it should now refresh, so we see the Frost Crystal when I level it up here. Now it's changed. So you can utilize this, the very first time now to get a refresh. And hopefully you get some Covenant bookmarks here. But we're going to take it all the way to plus 13. because you never know. Sometimes you can get some epic pieces of gear here, and it's really, really great because now instead of waiting for it to drop through Hunt, you can come in and buy it, which is fantastic. I have gotten some good pieces, although
Everything
rare,
comes and
right?
goes here.
When I'm
Money,
looking for a piece
goods,
that comes
and of
through, I
course,
want it to be
information.
epic because, of course, even if you get a heroic piece of gear and it has amazing substats, you don't know what that fourth substat is going to be. And it could be something that you really don't want, and you have to spend your modification gems, maybe that you were saving or that you don't have yet. If you're out of certain kind of modification gems, it's not going to help you to try and replace a piece of a gear substat because now you have to, sort of wait for that to drop for you, or you have to create it into the alchemist steeple. So I'm not going to do a whole bunch of these, but if you want to do 5 a day, or if you want to come in and do a little session, then I think that it would be okay. And to make sure you have covenant bookmarks on average, you're going to save like at least 30 to 50% off the cover price of buying them directly with Skystones at
Money
the
for
sacrifice
information,
of gold,
or
right?
information for money.
But we
Whichever
have
you
gold
prefer.
and it'll be just fine. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Give me a like so other people just like you can find it as well. Until next time, happy hunting
Money for
and
information,
good luck with your
or
battles.
information for